The clock says let's go, so let's go. Look at that. I found myself a new plugin. It is a super fancy one. It's got a dock that controls it and all. And unfortunately, it doesn't actually count up, so I'm going to have to make some edits to it. The truck sign is here. Oh, actually, the truck sign will be here momentarily. It's just a quick preview. Boom, I got the truck sign over there. Oops, that was the wrong button. I've got my new improved countdown clock. I know it's kind of weird. We'll get a count up clock working sooner or later. I've got my new rollover counter that works off of the Stream Deck. That's the magic box right down over there. This is going to be a good round of SnowRunner here. Last week I allowed the Bardic one to distract me, so we played a little bit of the multiplayer. Had some terrible, miserable fun that way. So this week, it's back to the frozen wastes of Amur. I have just made my way onto the fourth of 4 maps. I've opened up a couple of the watchtowers, so some of the map, about half the map is now exposed. I'm picking my way around, looking for all of the, what do I need? I've got broken bridges, I've got rock slides, and I think I've got 1 or 2 downed towers. So I got a bunch of construction I need to do in order to open things up. The most important mission, though, is there is a garage on this map that needs to be opened. First, I have to clear the crap out of the way so I can get the trucks back to it, and then I need to bring it some supplies. But first, we have to clear up some of the broken stuff. Ooh, thanks for stopping in. Please, oh, hey, look. Thanks for joining us again, Streamlabs. It abandoned me last week. KDP broke it, as you will all recall. If you're here yet, KDP, you know what you did. So I've got that working. So Lurk should work again. That's nice. And apparently Streamlabs will now nag people to follow. So if you follow, then Streamlabs will be happy and it won't stop anyway. Let me see. What have we got over here? Let's go ahead and flip over. Of great excitement, I ended my last foray onto this map by finding an, oh boy, you got me, an intact and functional gas station. Toot toot, old big face. What's wrong with KDP? I know. I ask you that all of the time. What have I got up here? Oh, okay. So there is a main bridge. Let me break out the map real quick here. Push the button for it. There it is. Let's see, we come on to this, wow, I've exposed a lot of this map. There we go. Oh, I gotta zoom way out to see that I've only opened half of it so far. So there's only one way on or off of this map, not counting death, and it's through this gateway over here. There was a contest just straight through the gateway. I actually did this contest no matter how much I hate those stupid things. It was drive around real fast, and it just happened to go by a watchtower that was up here on top of this hill, so it kind of all panned out. We work our way down the hill, and here is the main bridge that leads over to this adorable little factory. And this is actually a kind of a cool town built to facilitate the launch facility, because this is just off the Cosmodrome map. Are you allowed to pump your own gas at Amur, or do you have to let the attendant do it? In Amur, you have to do it on your own. And I'm going to have the record show that on my recent trip to Denver and back, once you get to the eastern side of Oregon, they have self-service pumps now. It was so exciting to get to pump my own gas. The station that we stopped out in Wyoming, in Sinclair, Wyoming, the home of Sinclair Fuel, stopped at the Sinclair station there, and their gas pumps were broken so that the auto shut-off didn't. There was a fountain of gas all over their pumping pad. It was pretty awesome. It was so cool. We had to jump in the car and drive away as quickly as possible. The self-service is a nice thing. I've also noticed that the last gas that I paid for here in Portland before leaving was $5.40 a gallon. Once we got to Colorado, there was the cheap gas station there. It was exactly half, at $2.70 a gallon. So. In addition to not being self-service, we actually pay for full service here. It's all a conspiracy. I'm surprised they don't have. Well, you know what? And the main gas station there is just about a half a mile from the refinery, and you can smell the refinery running 24 hours a day. So that's a pretty sweet place. So anyway, like all good Russian towns, this town was built to serve the purpose of the workers. Apparently most of these workers worked over here in this fancy factory that I can't really tell what it was supposed to have made. Maybe a later mission will figure that out for us. They did have a working repair station, so that was nice. And they had one little scout fuel carrier sitting there that saved my bacon once or twice as I was busy exploring this area, until I happened to make my way over to here and I saw that gorgeous gas pump icon. It's kind of hidden behind my player icon here. There it is. So now I have a good source of fuel. What was I originally trying? Why do I have a marker set? I have a marker set in the middle of the woods over here. Okay, I was drinking when I set that, so we're just going to clear that real quick. Let's see, I have opened up this landslide in the north. There are at least 3 landslides. Yeah, landslide in the north, northeast, and the west, plus the main bridge. Those all need to be repaired. Well, not all of them, eventually. I need to get the main bridge cleared so that I can get the good truck through. I can come over this little ice bridge down here if I need to in the short term. But then there's also this landslide in the northeast. That one I really need to get cleared up because I need to come through that little path, and then over somewhere in this zone there is a garage. Did I show it on my list yet? No, they don't show it on my list yet because they're clever. But if I come over to back in action, there it is. There is a garage that needs metal rolls, small pipes, bricks, and concrete blocks in order to open back up. Once I have access to that, it's going to be a big help on this map, because this is a huge map, and I have a suspicion there's going to be a lot of junk that needs to happen here. Here's actually a pretty good school district. Oh yeah, Sinclair, for the 0.2 kids that live there. It's the best schools money can buy, oil money at least. Let's see, let me clear that out. Yeah, the family business is a task that would be nice for me to go ahead and hit so that it shows up on my listing. Oh, here's the other landslide. This landslide's blocking my access to that watchtower. That one I could work on clearing first, but I'm a little less interested. I'm far more interested in getting this main bridge open. Oh, the Amur factory town. Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's probably all kids that live there because, yeah, as we all know, kids provide the best labor. The kids probably live down here on the side of the hill or whatever this walled off compound is at the bottom of that little road. I haven't been down there yet. I've got a lot of exploring left to do. I did hit this warehouse. So this that's got a lot of the stuff that the garage needs. That may come in super handy. I don't think I have any trailers on this map though. But I do have my good buddy the Zix. Let me see if the Zix has any kind of a cargo bed on it. Yeah, it does. I can just ferry things over one or two loads at a time if I need to. Nimble little, exactly. That's why when I used to have a great big American truck, I could do all of the engine maintenance on my own with this big old meat hooks here. But ever since going for Toyota cars, I can't do them anymore. So I have to hire children to do all of my vehicle maintenance. So it only makes sense that the Russians only employ that way. Let me take one quick look. Is that the one? No, that's not the one. I want the one in the west. Yeah. What does that need? That one needs some metal beams. Oh, yeah. There's like a crashed rocket just lying here in the snow. It's kind of cool. It has some metal beams, but you might have to have a crane to collect those. So if I can't just casually clear this landslide here right now, then because yeah, that house has bricks. So I may just forego that for the time being. Go ahead and cart the Zix around to this warehouse. Let's see what we can do about getting Landslide in the northeast cleared. Yeah, because that one also wants metal beams, and if those metal beams right there worked, oh, that would be awesome. What is my other mission? Oh yeah, I wanted to get family business to show up on my task list over here, so I can keep track of it. And then there's breach detected. That sounds fun. I found the Zix in the middle of a lightly radioactive pool, so there may well be something similar going on over here. Oh, is that a vehicle? Oh, they might give me a vehicle over there. Okay, that is my course of action. I am going to check out the family business down here first. Make sure I'm topped up on gas. I want to come up and I want to check out the plant. I want to check out the warehouse. I want to check out the mildly radioactive car sitting over there. And maybe Susan kind of check out what that road does a little bit. And then work my way back over to kind of the direction of the rocket debris. And then I'm going to have the Zix meet me over there. Hey, urgent sandwich. Absolutely. We can stop at Wendy's. And this is Amour. Everything here is a Frosty. Burger King can suck it, though. We're not going there. Oh, crap, I almost forgot. Beacon's on for safety. Toot! Okay, so let's see. That is one of the rock slides that I just activated, so I can track it from anywhere. I wonder if I can flip myself upside down trying to go over the left side of those rocks there. It does seem like a bad idea. Burger King is good though. No, Burger King is the devil. That's where the devil works. The devil makes devil burgers there. I apparently have beef with Burger King. Haha, do you see what I did there? Actually, it's real simple for me. Burger King is 95% nasty-ass sauces and only 5% burgers, so they can suck it. Oh, ow, damn it. Wait. Who's doing the ballet down this rock slope? Everyone just slow down. It's all that burger rage I got in me here. You know what? There's only one way to vent burger rage. There we go. I feel better now. Burger comrade Kunchio here. I hope this water isn't too deep. I'm not gonna lie, I got lucky there. Oh, nope, that's not as lucky right there. That is slightly less lucky water. Right, we'll just drive sideways on the snow. Perfectly safe over here, nothing to see. Ooh, look, water. Ooh, it actually wasn't frozen right there. It's frozen up here. Where did my beacon go? Oh man, there's a car and more gas over here. Hold the phone, everybody. Oh no, that's not a gas tank. That's one of those fake tanks. Where's this going to be easy to read? As if we didn't have enough problems already. We almost made it home and we got stuck. Would you be so kind as to tow us to town? We can't walk there with kids. Not in this weather. The kids should already have been working in town, is what I'm saying. Let's see. Oh no, time to bounce. Oh, hey, look at that. I accidentally snuck my coffee monkey in there. Everyone's doing the burger bounce. I don't know enough to actually sing that song. You're gonna have to send me a YouTube link to it or something. Or, you know, send me a YouTube link to say like Mac the Night or something. Oh, that's right. You got kids, or I don't know. Cue the little violins or something. That is gonna open us up over here. Family business. Oh, hey, I was right. Oh, hey, look at that. That is where they keep the kids, down there in the little walled-off area. I'm gonna go ahead and start tracking that. This might be something doable here in fairly short order. Oops. Nope, nope. I actually do want to... Oh, okay. Winching from the side of the car is probably not going to be the best for it. At least now it's pointed the right way. The Tatarin here, it's not going to have any trouble getting through stuff, so it's not going to mind if it's busy towing around the family truckster. First the car broke down, then we all froze to death. Could this day get any worse? Now that is the true Russian motto. And of course, in true Russian style, the answer is yes, yes, could probably get much worse. They could make you go to Burger King. Oops. I love when you get to towing the little fellers and they start doing the barrel rolls as you go. I gotta remember to take this thing by the repair shop too, because I beat the snot out of it coming down the hill. I don't really care about the family truckster. He had every opportunity to let his kids fix it over there in the snow, and they blew it. Taking it back to build rockets instead. Bash it back up this hill. Thanks for stopping in. There you go, old bacon face. You make sure that Streamlabs is properly taken care of, because you wouldn't like it when it's angry. It's actually a little mushy right there at that intersection. I haven't used much gas, sure, that's fine, but... Oops, oh, hey, I didn't mean to turn on your crappy little car, sorry about that. I just want to make sure that I'm all fueled up before I start some driving, because it might be a couple of minutes before I get back here. OBF. That might be a thing. That might happen. That might be the new fetch. I actually got here by just driving straight off the side of that hill because there was a watchtower up top. I haven't been up this road before. This doesn't seem like the worst road in the world. Ooh, there's a wall up there. Can I get through that wall? Can I just drive right through it like I own the place? Honestly, I probably could. Probably going to take a little bit of extra effort with Mr. Truckster behind me. We'll just follow the road. Good Russian peasants. Actually cleared the roads up here. That's kind of impressive. I'm too busy panning around to look at things. I can't manage to drive straight. Oh, what do we have over here? A crash. That is a gateway that they definitely don't want you going through. I have noticed, it was back on the Tamir map, one of the base games maps. They had a couple of extra gateways just sitting off to the side. One of them they used later on when they introduced one of the DLC packs. They added an extra map to Tamir, the Rift location. And they went ahead and they activated one of those old gateways. So this might be future DLC. So I can build medium pipes by bringing in small pipes and some bonus metal. Don't want to do that right now, but it's nice to know it can happen. These chances are excessively high, but it's going to need to. And is there going to be enough room for me to squeeze back here? And that's going to be close. Is there really much value in me trying this? No. No, there's not. Am I going to try it anyway? Yeah. Yeah, I am. This is SnowRunner after all. There's no room to be timid here. Don't want to mess around with extra winching though. I may not be able to make this turn without winching my way around. Ooh, hey, I blew out a tire. You know what? It's what I deserve. Curiosity killed the cat and blew out one of his tires. You can just drag along upside down. No one cares about you. Every once in a while, there's that mission that actually wants you to repair a truck that you deliver, but no one ever cares about the family truck. So, oops, sorry about that, sir. What I would like to do, though, let's go ahead and get that tire fixed. Look, it should have been a ramp. If I was playing the, Tony Hawk 1 and 2 remaster, I bet I could have ollied right off of that bad boy. Oh, don't hit the wall. Thank you. Listen to me. That's new. It'll buff out. I have a long history with that phrase. I know someone who actually used that in earnest, and just as ridiculous as it might sound, it's a family joke to this day. Let's see. Does anyone have anything good waiting for me down here in this one? Stop crashing into me. Cargo management. There we go. Oh, a permanent source of concrete blocks and oil barrels and cement. Ooh, everything a grown boy needs. Okay, sorry, little car. That time that was me. I've heard that someone over here is suffering a small breach. Maybe they've only had their password stolen. Maybe they're not leaking radioactive fuel everywhere. But if you'd like to just give me this car right here without making me earn it, I'd be cool with that. Breach detected. Oh, do you know anything about repairs? We have a problem, and it looks like we can't fix it. Can you help us? Will you? Please? Oh God, oh God, oh God. Yeah, sure, why not? It's not actually giving me the details on what that means, though. It's probably no big deal. Oh, just repair the car. Oh. What's the car breaching then? I'm still connected to that one. Do I have enough repair points? Probably not, but let's see. Oh yeah, that's going to need a lot. 328. I got lots of wheels, but that's the only thing it doesn't need repaired. Yep, sorry, I got nothing. Tell you what, good looking. I'll be back for you later. At least the mission is now activated. Do I have anything else sitting down here at the end? No. Okay. Come with me, little car. I believe the little car's name is Dawn. Yeah, Dawn 71. One of the big, fat, heavy drag stuff around trucks is named Dan, so you gotta keep track of all of these super Russian names. Can I get it? Yeah, sure. I can probably squeeze out this fire in here with the keys. Oh, that's not even a real fence. It's a fake fence. I'll just blast right through them. Look at me, I'm a train. Toot toot. So like the road down there. There's a couple of houses. I did go and I visited the houses before I pointed straight up the hillside. I've experimented before. It never allows you to follow the train tunnels through to other places, unless it is built an explicit gateway. It is not. It's a fun-looking road. Fun-looking road leads up to a circle, which leads up to a log station. There's lots of ways in and out of that log station. That might be good to know. Okay, Come with me, Dawn. We're gonna see what we can do about getting you delivered back to your poor indentured servant family. Charge through the muck, quick run back to town. The town is actually pretty cool, and they built this giant rocket-looking spire at one end of town. It's the one they actually use for the loading screen for this map. Russians are always really good about decorating their slave camp towns. Poor old tractor, never gonna make it to season 8. Harvest hunter. Oops, we're a little icy here. Don't mind me, I'm a little wiggly. Ooh, stream health is reporting excellent. Probably got at least 7 or 8 seconds before a nut like this kid pops up. Screws with my feed. I was really enjoying Tactics Ogre Reborn, so I haven't played this in the last handful of days. I don't remember coming through this. I probably did, but I don't remember. So hopefully I'm still doing the right way back to town. I guess as long as I'm headed to the drop-off arrow over there, everything is fine. That's where the landslide is that I want to get cleared next. So town should be up here. We have this nice, cool, low-setting sun that most angles as you come down the main street of town leaves their rocket spire pointing right up at the sun. Makes a really nice photo. So I think there's a chance that day may last a little longer on this map than some of the others. Oh, hey, that is where I want to turn to get to town. I can go through the warehouse up there, but that's how I came out of town the first time, so let's go back this way. Just in case there's anything unfortunate waiting for me on this road that I haven't run into yet. Nope. Lots of crunchy ice, but nothing waiting to attack me. There's the giant rocket spire. Pointed right up at the sun as you come down Main Street. That does make a cool visual. Where do I need to turn to find Magic Road? Over there. I guess it looks like I'm actually going to figure out what's down there after all. Fake fuel tank. Ooh, hey. Stay close, Dawn. I don't want to lose you coming down this hill. But don't stay too close, Dawn. Oh. Okay. Nope, don't connect to the pole, connect to the cloud. You know what? Keep your distance after all, Dawn. Screw you, man. You just get yourself hung up on a tree, so I have to winch you around it or something. Just like you. Dawn 71's why we can't have nice things. Ooh, like that statue up there. Tamir map, you got an achievement for finding both of the Lenin statues hidden away, or not so hidden as they happen to be. Hello, gorgeous. Look at all this gas just lying around this side of the map, too. New trailer discovered. Oh. do anything with it right now, but I gotta go activate that. Because busted bridges are one of my favorite things. Like that. Don't turn on the engine, just show me the task. We have a situation. There used to be a bridge here, but it fell apart the other day. Wasn't us, just happened. We cannot do without a crossing, so it's pretty urgent. Can I count on you? Of course you can count on me, but you've seen me play this game before. Yes, I'll do it, but not right now. Okay, so you are active. So far we've been pushed on before you can't be pushed no more. Try not to damage you too much on this telephone pole. Okay, where was I? Ah, yes. Child labor. This way, please. Mind your step over those logs. What a lovely little village you have here. Oop, more logs. There's a lot more cars in this town than most of them. Oh no, there's another contest. Okay, you can con me into doing a contest. Boom! When I first arrived on the map, but I'm not going to fall for this one. Yeah, classic Dawn. Hey, thanks. We were afraid we'd have to go on foot, but you already did go on foot. Or were they hiding in the car the whole time? Maybe they're the real friends we made along the way. That looks like the kind of thing that would shred all of my tires at once, so I'm not going to go drive on that. I'm just curious. I want to see what these street race. Astronaut towns, no Pentropolis, but even here there's room to maneuver. That means there are those who like street racing. If you didn't get it, maybe you'd be interested. I am just interested enough to see what kind of course they're coming up with. So, point one, run down, oh, okay, so you run down to the far end, come back to here, but then you got to work your way down the hill. I'm betting that there's probably some shortcut where you can just plow right off the side and land right next to the gas tank, because that sounds super safe. The scary part is that you got to take off up through all of that metal right there, looking to shred your tires as you go. So yeah, you're not fooling me. Oh, I did want the map one more time because I want to see what's out here. Nope, that all looks like I can just sit and wait. Because it is time to bring in the cavalry. Headlights, beacons for safety, handbrake off for unsafety. I hope it's 80s speed metal. Oh man, I hope so too. Do I have any metal selections here on my on Pretzel? I got classic rock. I got house. Oh. Here we go. Nice. Almost sounds like a little Halloween action. What? I tell you what, I'm gonna need to take a break for a minute or two here. Oh, hey, you know what? I even have a countdown timer for this. So as long as I got some metal up, I am gonna go ahead and flip us over to the fun screen. I will be back in approximately 2.5 minutes. There we go. Hydration emergency has been dealt with. Luckily, I keep Mr. Monkey here in a nice little plastic pocket so that when he spills, it doesn't go all over everything important. So where were we? Ah, yes, we are bringing the Zix over to town. This is how we're going to ferry children to and from work. Just throw them in the back, they'll be fine. I have not gone this way before. I don't know just how big of a mistake this is going to be. Just know that it will be one. Those front tires. Just in case someone decides to go for a little bit. I'm going to do myself a little bit of a favor here. I just need to cut straight across that away. Work my way back here. That pops right up into town. Bob's your uncle. Ooh. Nice metal dance, you know. Okay, headed over there. This looks completely safe. Nothing bad could ever happen out on the ice. That already looks not safe. This looks safer-ish. That looks not as safe. All about safe negotiation. If it wasn't pitch dark again, thanks SnowRunner, I'll just kind of pile out into the middle and see how things go. This is what increase my own total, increase not a lot within 50 feet of me. Dave! Dave Thomas. That Dave. There are a couple of Dave Thomases that are absolutely awesome. Yep. Oh, look at those logs there. I have driven across this and it was perfectly safe. Hardly anyone died. Blast our way through again. Having 8 wheels really helps on these crossings. Much less likely to get a front or rear end completely stuck. Here we go. Tataran and the Zix here do pretty well through most of the snow, which kind of terrifies me for some of the lesser trucks. I would not be totally surprised if it was effectively impassable for a lot of other, especially the 6-wheeled vehicles. I set out to make nachos for dinner, but it turned into nacho casserole. That sounds like an accidental victory to me. They are the people's wheels. Okay, work our way up the slightly frozen draw. Mission failed with integrity. Oh, didn't you dare get stuck right there. There we go. Oh, I can't believe there was something to winch onto. Oh, okay. They put a lying down pole right there just for that purpose. Oh, this place is a communist lets you have 8 wheels. I'm only using all 8 of these wheels for the peoples. Definitely not my wheels. A little repair facility in there, but as far as I know... Oops, that is the wrong button. I want to go up and Y. How are we doing here? I think that looks like... There's only 3 points of engine damage, so it's not worth wasting time on. Let's go ahead and bring you on through town here. Through the factory zone. Should go down and get the giant fuel tanker and bring it back up here. For the moment, I'm just going to liberate a little of those people's fuel. Oh, I haven't come out this direction. I've gone through the little town before, so let's see how bad this is on the suspension. Most of these concrete plates are far worse than just trying to navigate through mud and ice. Is that a road? Did I want to go that way? That's not a real road. That's a pretty... Ooh, hey, there's more rocket debris out there. Okay, well, I don't need that. I don't need that rocket debris yet. I'm looking for this rocket debris up here. What is that village? That village wants oversized cargo. I don't have that on this map. That village is going to wait. And you know what? We're just going to bypass all of these devil blocks. They will cause nothing but heartache as long as I can move through this snow. Riding on concrete blocks. Shortcut to trauma. Oh, hey, what did you get caught on? There's the warehouse, there's the spire, just off the end of town. Somehow I managed to roll the Cataract coming down this hill, because those rocks right there continue, like the rest of this game, to completely defy physics. And tossed me in the air like a rag doll, rolled me down the hill. And I had to go grab the Resvani to try pulling me back over, which was its own comedy of errors. Since then, I took the Resvani back over to the other side of the main bridge, and I've just parked it because it's really not helping out on this map. That's the truck that took over 40 minutes to get from one side of the Cosmodrome map to the other, because it just can't handle anything. Snow, mud, nothing. Hey, thanks for stopping in, Streamlabs. I'm still a little bitter at you for disappearing on me for a couple of weeks. Hey, look at that. Okay, I'm not here anymore, so no one look at me. What do I want? I want the one in the northeast. Yeah, that's it. Start tracking that bad boy, because that's gonna put the metal beam pickup on my radar over here. Yep, there it is. Oh, that's right. There are two busted rockets lying around. There's two sources of metal beams. Who said that? Who said what? Huh? I'm not here, so it's not me asking you any of these questions. There's lights up there? Wait a minute. What are lights up there for? Oh, that's the church thingy, and so what am I following? I don't know what I must have been following the plant icon, which is clearly a gear, not an arrow, but I guess reading retention was never my strong suit, or at least it's not. Wannabe is just over here. In the snow. This is a road. Welcome to Russia. This is a failed test launch. Oh, it will let me put it just right here in the bed. Oh, cool. It actually removed it from the map, so there's just a hollow imprint left behind. That was cool. It's possible I may regret not saving that for something else, but hey. I figure eventually I'll use up all the resources on this map, and I'm going to have to start bringing them in from another map anyway, so may as well at least try to make this one mission a little easier on myself. Early on in my SnowRunner career, back in my Michigan days, I was all about making the long drives to bring in resources early, so that when I got into the late game on each of those maps, the drives were much shorter because all the remaining stuff was the close stuff. And then I realized, hey, you know what, I've spent the exact same amount of time either way, so you know what, screw it. I should really just make it easier on myself whenever I can. Especially once I got to places like Yukon and Wisconsin, where there were more resources than you actually needed. That finally broke me of the habit. And I realized that there were some really remote beams and bricks and things that didn't really need that many of them. So I didn't have to torture myself if I didn't really want to. It would have been a really bad choice to do it that way if I'd been playing on hard the hardcore mode. Because suddenly you need to worry about how far you're driving and stuff, because you got to pay for gas and repairs. Whereas this is good Soviet Mother Russia, where everything comes for free. Crap, I needed 2 beams. No one tells Sandwich where the voice is coming from. You got it, OBF. It is totally Streamlabs doing the lifting here. Why are there so many arrows? Whee! Okay, it's drawing more arrows on my HUD than it is on the map. That's what's messing with Sasquatch here. What's the best way to do this? Let me turn back around. We are going 8-wheeling down here. Nothing could go wrong with this plan over here. Nothing. Oh, the Dorito was close. Oh man, this truck doesn't beep when I back up. I don't know if I want to drive this one anymore. I could break out the 6-mile-an-hour Tatra. It beeps and it has a deep horn and it growls when it idles and everything. But, as previously mentioned, it goes about 6 miles an hour. Yeah, oh, I am totally driving in the shade because it's SnowRunner, so it's shady 20 hours a day. Everything in SnowRunner takes place up near the Arctic Circle. Actually, that's almost literally true. Michigan isn't exactly that far north. But it's always dark there too. Since the Season 8, the Season 8 patch came out for this, there is a New Game Plus mode, which has nothing to do with your traditional JRPG version of a New Game Plus. It's just New Game Plus. It offers you a whole bunch of configuration options that you can set on the game as you play. One of them, it lets you adjust how long daylight lasts. You can make daylight last anywhere from 0 to 24 hours a day. I have been sorely tempted, but in order to actually make use of that, I would have to start a new game. I did start one up for the multiplayer that I was doing with the Bardic one, though I didn't set any of those settings. Oops. So I would lose all of this progress if I was to make more unrealistic daylights. So I guess it's not happening for a while. Summer, spring, fall, winter, there are 4 more seasons. 4 more, so which one do you have? Season number 5 would probably be my favorite. So far, everywhere I've ever lived has always had we have 4 seasons, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then it's either winter or summer, depending on exactly which location that I've lived in. What are we rocking and rolling over here? Oh, I guess there was a big one. Now, once again, I'm hoping that none of this is going to be too deep. Pretty sure I've got a good snorkel on this one, so I might be able to tolerate a little more than the tattering would. I did my best to crash into one of those trees, but accidentally steered my way around it at the last second. The water road here is actually a lot easier than a lot of the other roads that I've been on. Hey, look at this, Swamp Rocket. The hard part is I gotta get around Swamp Rocket to the pickup zone. Ow! Oh wow, that really shouldn't have hurt that much. Oh, I hope I'm not too permanently pinned here. Oh, hey, we're free. We are free, and that tree will let me knock it down. Ooh, compliment me. Beams, welcome aboard. And by picking up the beams, they're not in the way for going back. Time for some void running. That does sound fun. Oops, do not back up the tree. Sounds fun, but it never works out like you would hope. Rocking back and forth. Try to put those metal beams to sleep. There we go. Oh, doing good on diesel. Little slow through the stretch here. A little rock to grab onto. All going. I'm not to crash into too many trees. A few is fine. Where am I actually going to? I'm going to come over here. I'm going to come over here. Where? No, I don't want to go over there. I want to come over here. There we go. That's the good stuff. That'll be enough to give me what I want. That tree was born to die. That tree had magnets. Those trees are got the field goal. And back to the water road. Okay, there. Oh, I can see the bouncy rock much better going this direction. Probably a poor life choice trying to come up over the top of this, but it looked like it would be fun. Everything's fun until you roll, of course. Let's be honest, that's also fun too. Something eventually to give my new Stream Deck roll counter a live test. I did test it out during Tactics Over just to make sure everything's working. KDP did get that working, but naturally broke Streamlabs in the process. Up the hill we go. Oh man, we're gonna clear a rock slide in just another 1 to 14 minutes, depending on how deep the snow is. Oh, and the mud. Don't forget the mud. I think I'm gonna go wide. Stay a little less soupy. Love the 6. I still love the Resvani because of its siren, but it's not doing well for me on this map. Although, as I understand it, nothing but the Katarin really does well on this map. Da-da-da. Boom. It's risky, I know, but you made it, right? Well done. Let's stop you here. Because I probably want to go grab the Tatarin again. No, not supply lines. I want back in action. You know what? Change of plans. The beacons were already on. And it's not too terribly far that way. We're just going to let the Zix do our scouting. It's still pretty good on fuel. Let's see what else we've got. If they've got a trailer store already available over there, that would be awesome. Ooh, pretty great. More road logs. Load rods, whatever. Exploring some new territory. This was the Season 4 expansion. I squeezed in Season 7, that was Tennessee, so I still have 3 more seasons available after this. Two map seasons and then the big 4-map farming season. Oh man, he actually made it back. Way to go, not like this kid. Okay, so let me catch you all up on what I've been doing for the last 40 minutes while that kid's been screwing with the internet. I drove down this road a little bit and then I stopped. And actually now, I went and I activated the let's open the garage task and discovered that, you know what, it actually wants some of these bricks, so I am going back for them. There we go. I got bricks. We're going to get a head start on this. I also then took a look over here. I'm trying to decide if there's a reasonable way to like pull up maybe this draw here. Or if it just comes around the end, loops, and then comes back around. I don't know. I just don't know. Now, the big question is, did you get the double email notification of the streams? Because that is the super fun one. I think you actually got 3 notices last time, but it only split it into 2 streams. And then I've been throwing these streams up on a YouTube archive just so that future generations can bask in this nonsense. And I combined the 2 streams into a single YouTube video, so at least I've been able to experiment a little bit with video chicanery. Actually splitting into multiple streams is uncool, Twitch. I think I'm supposed to have a 90-second buffer zone before it gives up and starts over. It seems like it was probably pushing it to the place. An exciting 40 minutes. I'm doing an awful lot of just cruising around here. Why does no one actually go that way? Why are you such a jerk, garage? You look like you could have, I don't know, now that I actually pan that way, it's a little easier to make out. You look like you could have some cool stuff over here. Officially scouting the giant vehicle here. Ooh, interesting. Is that a pickup or is that just a drop-off spot? Because there's no yellow zone for loading or unloading. I am going to go with this is going to have another mission to make it an active source of raw materials. Oops, sorry about your fence. I get real lucky. Just made just a giant beltway around this lovely butte over here. Oh, good. More concrete blocks. Stand by for tire damage. This is unexpected. Oh, hey, that's a train bridge. Good thing I didn't try getting up there. No, at this point, maybe I'll just get lucky and come out by that watchtower over there. That will do a grand job of opening up this map some. Keeping my fingers crossed that I've got the extra fuel on the roof on this still full. Do you retire when you fully beat the game and you sit in front of a fire pit reading a book about trucks? Yes, that is exactly what happened. Actually, I think a little slightly more realistically, kind of my theoretical plan, let's see where this goes, is I can go ahead, I can play this game all the way through on regular mode here, and then I could turn around and I could come back to it in the hardcore mode. That way I've got the lay of the land for kind of how the maps are set up and where the missions are going to take me, and kind of ideas in the back of my mind on how to optimize some of these routes. And then in hardcore mode, you need to put that into practice because money becomes important when you're in a hardcore mode because everything costs money. Actually, with the New Game Plus mode, you can even disable some of the features like recovery, so you have no choice but to go buy another truck, drive it out to wherever you were before, repair whatever you need to on the first one, and then tow it or refuel it or do other things. Makes actually a pretty different game almost entirely. I'm torn as to which one of these is more likely to get me to the tower over there. Oh, there was more rocket debris. At least that's already marked on the map. So I got one more set of metal beams ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and cut to the interior here. See what I can do about finding my way up to the top of the hill. It would just make total sense that what could be a really convenient garage once you go to the effort of getting it open could actually be really inconvenient by sitting up on top of this mountain. So you have this stupid giant spiral drive to have to make every time you want to come and go. That goes up the hill. That probably goes straight to where I want to go, but it's super narrow, so you probably have to have a scout vehicle to get up there. The Zix ain't gonna make it. For 360 no scope truck shot. It's a 720. This is hardcore mode. This is Eastern European hardcore mode. Might even be a 1080. You don't know. With New Game Plus mode, you could probably configure that. 1440 no look. It's a bridge that's already built. I am going to do this super slow. There we go. Because if anybody has two thumbs and is ready to fall off a bridge at a moment's notice. That's true. It's not 360 in metric or Canadian. Ooh, what a lovely little road. I'm getting a little faster. If I was just risking rolling a truck that was effectively irrecoverable, so I had to warp all the way back to an earlier garage and then drive it all the way back over to the map, that would be one thing. But to do all of that and lose 2 loads of bricks at the same time would just be unforgivable. Because then I would probably have to bring something back in with a big crane on it in order to reach wherever they landed. It's fun to punish myself for your entertainment, but yeah, it only goes so far. I need to run a subathon to punish myself for any farther than that. We're making a turn. Gently working our way up the hill. They put in some pretty thick trees to discourage shortcutting. would think about shortcutting with the Tatooine. But hey, there's a garage. And there's ooh, that road goes down and it goes down fast. We'll be back to check that one out shortly. Still doing pretty well on fuel. Hello there, Mr. Garage. There's your nice big red exit zone. Oh, the trailer store is here. Is the trailer store working? Are there employees? Oh, there are employees up here. This is going to be good. Okay, I tell you what. First, let's get these bricks delivered. Because there's nothing the garages love more than bricks. Cargo management. Welcome, brick number 1 and brick number 2. It still wants additional bricks. As long as you've got the little inertia, we'll see if there's anything hiding around the corner. Oops, nope, it's got me too close. Oh, but if I zoom in... No, okay. So we still need one more brick. We need a couple concrete blocks. We need a bunch of pipes and a couple of those metal rolls. We have a lot of needs up here. But until such time as garages open, we are going to want fuel resources. Come with me, Captain Fuel. So right there. As long as I'm sitting here. Yeah, okay, you're good. So the trunk which I keep on the roof, it's a European thing. It's already full. Oops, no, that's the wrong pedal. I need the tall pedal, not the wide pedal, because you go in reverse by braking. It's also European. I have a weird feeling KDP might show up soon. Humans, does wildlife, if wildlife is how you describe children, then yes, that is who works here. So let's see. Technically, the maintenance trailer has both kinds of stuff, but the service trailer, that's got the real money in it. This has lots of service parts. These I'm probably going to need in short order. You know, honestly, there might even be something to be said for taking this over to the, I think it's a yard that wanted to be repaired. A yard. I'm doing this a little funky because I realized that I need to drop off right there, and I was about to park this trailer in front of it. That would have been embarrassing, so instead we're going to make a little room here. I only need 7 repair points. I'm going to go ahead and do it. Let's sit there for a second now. That's how I describe children. They are wildlife. That is correct and accurate. What else do I... Oh, look at that. The extra brick I need is just sitting right over there. So many temptations. Should I just keep scouting with the Zix? It seems like madness, possibly even heresy, but it also sounds like a pretty good option because the Tatooine... You know what? The Tatooine's not that far away over there. I go out with the Zix. I can bring back bricks because it rhymes. Where does that road go? Oh man, I'm now surrounded by roads. Oh, that one doesn't even show up in the map. Oh, that's the one that goes down to where this truck isn't going to fit. Okay. That one I can actually resist from. It must be frustrating to be one single brick away from being able to build something. Oh, well, one brick and then a bunch of cement and some metal rolls. And I don't think metal beams were involved. I just needed the rolls. And there's a lot of crap I still need. But I will grant that it's kind of interesting that they request an odd number of bricks rather than the even number like they typically do for almost everything else. Put a marker over there, closer to the train tracks. But this seems to be a road-like thing. Let's go ahead and we'll take the road up this far. It goes over the top of that giant rock. We're going to go for a ride. And if it doesn't, then we'll dip down to the rails. Oh, 3 is enough for a small pyramid. Oh, this sounds like a fact. I would never doubt it. There's a tree growing in the middle of the road, but it's never stopped us before. I'm going to go ahead and give this a shot. For a second, I might actually just go ahead and roll it. Can I get myself winched up this rock? Ooh, yes I can. Oh, now, important question today. Do I really want to be up here after all? I'm beginning to have a small existential crisis on this. I am mostly sure... Ooh, hey, I think this accidentally worked out. I'm pretty sure you actually can't drive across the railroad bridges if you're crapping your way to block you. And, oh hey, there's the tower right over there. This may have worked out to my benefit. I wonder if that... Man, that doesn't seem too slick. I might be able to get back like that. I really feel a compulsion to it. One thing I'm seeing here is a ridge line of bare dirt, which is pretty much how this game asks you to drive somewhere. Nay, begs you to drive somewhere. Usually because it's a trap, but in this case I'm going to give it a shot anyway. It's a little slick. No, don't pull that way. Yes, pull this way. Keep going. I can't actually see much of you because of these trees, but I'll trust. And stay off of the ridge line so that we're not quite as slick. We might be able to come up to the top and then just casually saunter over there. That's very unlike Amur. Usually Amur likes to tease you into driving those little narrow paths that are just too small for a truck to get through. Watchtower opened. Ooh, that was a nice view. Let's go ahead and save a little bit of fuel here because we have discovered a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, KDP is here! Hey, hey, hey! That's right, coming for the sandwiches. Although it's probably singular rather than plural, but yeah, I'm not going to argue with that. Oh, hey, there's more than just bricks over there. There's another stupid contest and a logging station, a stupid logging station. There's, ooh, a dangerous road. Well, that sounds awesome. And another log station. Help thy neighbor. Oh, look how close that was. Bad luck. Oh, man, I found all kinds of cool stuff from up here. And landslide in the southwest. Of course, we have another landslide. So there are actually 2 landslides guarding that tower. And then this, oh, is this warehouse going to tell me what it has? Oh, it is. It's only got 1 small pipe and 1 concrete slab, but all the metal rolls I can eat. Keep moving, keep moving. There you go. It gets magnetized to some of the cool stuff on the map, and then it just won't move anymore. Boy, what? Oh, that's right. I was going to go take a look at some bricks. I'm going to go brick shopping. So we're gonna come down the hill. We're gonna go over here. We're gonna look at the contest just so it's active. I'm gonna look at the log station just because it's cool. The logging missions are horrible. Not as horrible as contests though. And then we're gonna go grab some bricks. There we go, honk of joy. Oh, Sandwich is being super clever. He's hiding. I only have the shyest of sandwiches here. Oh. I have this weird craving right now for Subway, and I don't know why, because I worked at Subway through most of my collegiate career, and the thought of eating Subway normally makes me ever so slightly nauseous, but I'm feeling one right now. KDP's trying to break out the logic, but the urgent something whatever it is isn't falling for it. Oh, by the way, KDP, I did fix what you did to Streamlabs. So, Bang Lork should work just fine right now. Subway is very mediocre. Having worked there, sir, I would say that that is an overappraisal. What sort of torturous nonsense does this one want? How about a round race as opposed to a square race? We have that too. And we offer a prize. Winner takes all. Oh my god, we're going to race for Panks. That enough to pique your interest? Attempts left, 0. Fortunately, I've looked into this. In hardcore mode, you have 3 chances to beat a contest, and if you don't do it, you've lost the chance forever to win anything from it. In normal mode, you can just keep going forever. Even after you win it, you can keep doing it, so it's one of the few ways that you can gain infinite money in this. Screw that right now, though. A biddy!
Can I break this?
Oh, you got it going. That one, yeah, that one I got working first. That's what broke the getting text-to-speech is what broke the, what do they call those, CloudBot. But then I got CloudBot reconditioned. I think honestly what happened is they had some sort of their own TOS. They updated it and you had to agree to something or other before some of the things would function again. Ooh, short and medium logs, that's good to know. So yeah, once I agreed to it, then I had to re-enable the CloudBot, but then the annoying thanks for bugging me, please follow, otherwise angels will never get their wings, whatever the hell that thing says. That started working again. Lurk started working. Only take one. Don't be greedy, only take one. And I think I have a couple of other little doodads. I chose pulled pork, Brussels sprouts, and mashed potatoes instead of something very nice. We actually have a fresh Trader Joe's stock of Brussels sprouts in the fridge, waiting to get used. That would probably be a Friday, maybe Saturday night thing. I don't have any pulled pork. Mrs. Jedi keeps mostly vegan, so if there's going to be pulled pork, I'm going to have to go find it myself. What was the other we had here? Oh, mashed potatoes. Sometimes we'll do the sweet potatoes. Oh, more bricks! It's like a Christmas miracle if you got something only slightly better than coal in your stocking. If I can go... Let's see if I can pull this hill. If I can pull that hill with the tires that I've got, that will probably be a little bit shorter than having to do the great circumnavigation of the butte. Which would definitely be more fun to call it the butt. But I'm going to be respectful of it. Because if I'm not, it's going to throw me off the edge. No, because calling it a PBVSMP could make sense to some people as to what it was supposed to mean. They would need to come up with some reasonably arbitrary name for it. Like the Bavarian Manhattan transfer sandwich, which was my favorite when I worked there. I'd probably rate myself to PB if I really wanted to. Something really decadent like a meatloaf sandwich. Awesome. And to treat it like a leftover Thanksgiving. So you get a nice slice of hot meatloaf and then some mashed potatoes, maybe a little cranberry sauce on top. Oh, hey, dead tractor. The Triple P BDSM, I think, is a real sandwich there. Urban cheese. That definitely sounds like something Subway would pull. I had a regular customer. Oh, I love this guy. He was such a character. This is a little hard to climb. He came in and his regular order, it had already evolved to this before I ever worked there, but I guess he had been coming to this shop for years. His regular order was meatballs with sauce. So we would charge him for a foot-long meatball sub, but just give him 2 styrofoam cups full of meatballs and sauce from our container. And no one ever knew what he did with it. I think he was, I'm going to guess he was probably Persian. So we always had these wonderful, probably technically racist notions of what sort of cooking might be going on. Realistically, he probably just really liked, spaghetti and meatballs, but didn't want to bother cooking the balls on his own. That's a little damage, but that's okay. We have a repair trailer up there at the top. But this guy would come in 3 times a week, and it was usually close to closing because I worked the closing shift, so I saw him a lot. So we would get him his balls and sauce. Everyone needs balls in their spaghetti. Who was it? Someone has a really nice frozen turkey meatball. Don't remember the brand. And at this point, I haven't done them in quite a while, so I don't even remember which store. But there's only one store in town here that actually carried that brand. But they were really good because they actually had a little bit of the filler in them, which is kind of nice, but not overboard to like 90% filler. I have tried getting some from Whole Foods, and I would swear that they're nothing but crammed together panko crumbs, which is delightful if that's what you're in the mood for, but they are not meatballs. And if you get them off the hot bar, you get the 90% panko ball of breadcrumbs with something that I would swear is just red sloppy sugar. Their sauce is not pleasant. There we go, bricks are done. Only 1,000 other things left to do. I don't know if I want to waste time with the repair just yet. Hey, let's see what's going on out here still. Sam's Club had chicken meatballs. Interestingly, there are Walmarts here, but there are no Sam's Clubs. But there are Costco's, so I've had a Costco membership since forever. Sam Walton can eat it in the vernacular, so I guess I deal with what I deal with. It is, I guess, meatballs are my cross to bear, or something like that. I'm sure that's exactly how the term goes. Before I totally lose track of what's going on, I see 2 quick tasks I can run down here and activate and not have to end with a rage quit in this god-awful contest. Because the contests are so simple. Just do this one thing real quick. But the emphasis is on real quick. And oh, by the way, did you remember that the physics are wonky? So as soon as you try to do anything with any level of urgency, you are bouncing a scale 10 to 12 feet in the air. And oh, look, you're upside down. Hee hee, did I mention that? Is there something else I gotta tow someplace? Oh, what do I do now? Can you imagine? I was taking some produce to the market and I got stuck real bad. The weather is cold, so the food won't spoil too quick, but the car has to be rescued. So what you're telling me, sir, is that it is so cold and barren and frozen here that the food's not going to go bad, but you found some place to grow it. Oh, I love having the bitty TTS turned on. Earning your love 1 penny at a time. Why do we have to establish it's chicken? Any meat shaped as a ball is a meatball. That is very fair. Like pork chops in a ball. Well, we're going to give you that one on a technicality. Do we call them pork chop meatballs? I guess Jerry Seinfeld. Oh, hey, what's the deal with? That's all I'm going to go into that one because that doesn't need that anymore. What do I have? Delivered to the market. Okay, you have piqued my interest. Where's the market? Oh, the market is not far. I think we can do something with that. Now, where's the other doodad right over here that I was looking for? Nope, that's not what I want. There was a thingy that activated right over here. Maybe it was in this parking lot. Okay, loaf, you wait right there. LO4F, so yeah, it's a loaf. I'll be back for you in just a minute. You need to come around the lot. Why do you need a market? Can't the state just decide which produce to produce and who to send it to? Well, yeah, the produce is taken care of. I think the market is the next citizen in line for using the crappy delivery truck that they've got. So that's the real mission. Oh, I almost crashed into that shed. Instead, I'm going to destroy your produce. Haha! I am de-producing your produce. How you like that? Just hit. No, the other one is helped by a neighbor. So I'm going to plow right through the front yard. Crap, where did it go? It wasn't just dangerous road. There was something over here in this immediate vicinity that was teasing me. Okay, we're gonna drive in a grand triangle then, I guess. Come back, we're gonna pick up the loaf. We are going to deliver it back up to the market. You know what's going to be fun in preparation for street racing? Maybe bad luck charm is really what I was thinking of. Crap, now that I've done this to myself. Okay, we're going to go back and we're going to get the loaf. We're going to drive over here. We're going to drag the loaf to there. We're going to take a quick peek at the bad luck charm. That's got to be the one I was thinking of. We're going to pick the loaf back up. And then we are going to take the produce to market. Because that is what the people want. If anyone asks, you are all the people. This is the world's most difficult turnaround spot. Packing my trash out just the way I came in. Sorry, sir and/or madam. I was pre-tenderizing your crops. Okay, everyone lift your feet so they don't get wet. Winch. Oop, I'm going loaf fishing. Come to Butthead. Oh, dangerous water level. Don't turn the motor on, you'll regret it. Oh, the log roads. The log roads work way better than the cement plank roads do, at least. Try not to hook that on the pole. More logs. More snow. Oh yeah. Tattering is just cooking right along here. Deposit the loaf right there for a moment. We want to keep its mileage down so that its resale market value remains high. Meanwhile, we are going to go beat the turd out of this poor truck. Oh my god, now there's a Hummer I got to tow someplace. Does it need to go to the market too? I'll tell you both, I don't care. What kind of day is that? Like I've broken a crate of mirrors and ruined such a nice car. Wait a minute, maybe you could help. Pull out my car. I have no idea who else to turn to. Of course you don't. So that is Lucky Charm. I'm going to track it for the moment. It wants to deliver. Oh, it wants to deliver to the repair station, which is actually not too far from the market. I'll tell you what, we are in the used car business here today. We should go back and grab the Zix and the repair trailer and head over and grab the small breech Yar. Why are you not actually turning? There we go. Now the sad news is I can only winch one of you at a time. If I had the fun car carrier mounted up on that Zix, then I could get two of you at once. Or a truck with a 4 or 5 slot trailer and a good winch or a good crane on it. And I could get all of you loaded up together. But for the moment, we're going to do just what we can do. Market's closest, so we're going to finish the loaf first. Might have to reactivate that mission in order for it to count. So, ooh, this looks icy. So I don't know how problematic this will get. Yeah, Tatarin has a couple of downsides just to prevent it from being the only vehicle you ever use. And one of them is that it has no ice tires available. If I can find just enough to grab onto with these mud tires, it might be enough to make it up the hill. There we go. Hey, Bardic One has come to join. I have arrived to be cold and look at the snowy landscape during the Pathfinder break. It is the perfect time to watch things during the Pathfinder breaks. Sadly, my Tuesday night Pathfinder. Oh, sorry, car. My Tuesday night Pathfinder had to be canceled. We're about to start the final encounter of Book 4, I believe, in Age of Ashes, and one player was suddenly unable to make it. We had a little dog issue. Our dog ate some of our computer gear, so Fantasy Grounds was no longer quite as functional as it should be for him. So we decided that rather than run a person down for a finale, we would go ahead and push a week. No, not Bad Luck Charm. I need... Oh, Help Thy Neighbor. That's the one I want. Start tracking, because I want to take it to the market, which is right in front of me. Now, I do have Thursday night Savage Worlds Pathfinder tomorrow, but the same player plays in both games, so I'm keeping my fingers crossed that he gets his computer woes repaired today, so I don't miss the whole week. Your dog ate the computer. Hey, slim chance. Thanks for coming by. I think technically he actually ate his mouse, and his trackpad on his laptop doesn't work, so that was his only way of accessing things. Technically, you can do a lot of stuff in Fantasy Grounds with just the keyboard, but no, it just wasn't going to work. Oh man, I forgot to turn on my headlights. I was only half safe. Oh no, I've fallen so far behind. 2-week break due to stuff. Yeah, well, I'm thinking I may end up taking this entire week off. Obviously, next Thursday is Thanksgiving, so that game probably won't happen. But our Tuesday game will, assuming it doesn't take a week to get a replacement mouse. About to go into the last bit of Night of the Grey Death. Oh, cool. Pathfinder break, the time since the session ended last week and before it starts tonight. Oh, just about to end. So Old Bacon Face is about to go off and find the path as well. There is a lot of Pathfinder. What a weird coincidence for this crowd. It was not my dog that ate a mouse. It was my... I don't want to call them victims, but even though they really are, we'll just call them players and be kind about it. He has 2 dogs at the moment, I believe, so they got into co-mischief, and they ate a bag of his gaming supplies, which is probably a much larger concern, but it just so happened that he had his mouse stored in there for some reason. It might have simply relocated someplace, but he fully suspects that it was properly ingested, so there may be a veterinary visit coming up shortly as well. No, I only have one nemesis, and for a slim chances benefit, if you're still out there, Will Gander is #1 on my wait list for a nemesis. You say good luck you can do it, but I don't know if you really mean that or not. Well, where have I managed to lose myself? Where did that truck go? Why is the truck not showing up on the map for me? I should be literally right in front of it. Yeah, I am. It's right there. Oh, okay. It's not showing up because I have to activate the proper task. This one is bad luck charm. Now I get all the fun arrows and magnifying glasses. Sunday game is Agents of Edgewatch. Coming up on the end of book 2 of that one. My Sunday game is Symbaroum, and that's the one game I play in. Except we have had a huge problem with player failure lately on that one. We actually had 50% +1 show up this last week, so the game finally actually happened again. But as we go into holiday territory, my Tuesday-Thursday game that I run should keep going just fine. But yeah, that Sunday game, that one is doomed until January. Back to lurking. Well, thank you for coming for your while. Good luck on your lurk. You've not been replaced yet. You are still a terrible disappointment, so you are at the top of the list. Congratulations. Don't go changing. I'm gonna fight my way up this hill, get this delivery done. This vehicle is a little heavier than the loaf was, but it looks like I got my line worked out a little bit better this time. Up we go. Don't even need to do a multi-winch. Are you kidding? You are fully licensed and ready to roll, Urgent Sandwich. You are a disappointment to nobody. I do have to figure out where the hell I'm going. Hang on. Oh, yep. Okay. We're going this way. We could plummet down that little hill. That'll be fun. Haven't been back over to this side in a little while. I was expecting more detectiving it. Actually, that is not the first time I've heard that from someone. I was kind of disappointed how it was written. James trying to tweak it to just feel like investigating things. Yeah, I have heard that commentary. They had the big controversy at release time that it was possibly going to glorify police work too much, and in the wake of BLM and everything, and they were super concerned that it might be triggering to people. And then once it was actually out, people started playing it. It turned out it was kind of more your traditional, Pathfinder romp, sort of. Which I suppose worked out well for them in one aspect. Savage Pathfinder I am playing their rebirth of Rise of the Rune Lords. It is really discovering, I'm really discovering right now just how much the whole notion of them building their adventure paths has evolved over the years, because holy crap, it is hard to follow the plot thread that they've kind of tried to lay out in that one. It is a whole bunch of nearly random happenstances. Fuel, as long as I just happen to be passing a fuel tanker. I wish they'd handled money differently, because they're supposed to be good cops who just steal stuff from people. Oh, okay, yeah. And the Bardic one is back to finding the path. Thank you for the lurk. Technically, I am probably not far from being done here for the evening anyway. All of this may work out pretty well. Let me go ahead and drag myself through the healing zone first, because that could be beneficial. Oh wait, the healing zone's next one over. There's a delivery. And there we go. That refills all of my healing supplies. Give myself the victory fireworks. Shut that engine down. Let's see. Is there anything else kind of quick and dirty here? I don't mind going a little bit longer, but I don't know that I'm going to have the full timing. Oh man, they wrote Cyrillic in the hillside. Very cool. Mile marker 18 on highway. Is it highway 18? Maybe it's highway 20 here near the coast of Oregon. There was someone, they clear cut a giant circle on the hillside, and then they replanted a different type of tree so that in fall it makes a smiley face with a bunch of trees that turn yellow and a bunch of trees that stay evergreen. So you get a nice yellow face with a green smiley face in it. It's really fun to drive past. Actually, we'll probably be going there or by there next week. Let's see if I can get some pictures of that. I know the internet has them, but I could do it too. Show myself a thing or two. Oh boy, I've got quite a few more things addressed here than I'd thought. Well done me. I'm looking at repairing some stuff. Ooh, old timer. There's another one waiting over there. That one's going to be a bit of a drive. So you know what? I think that I am just going to go ahead and call it there for the day. I can't believe I managed, while I was doing so many scouting missions, I didn't really have a rollover opportunity. Next time we come back, though, I'm going to have to be doing some bigger, heavier hauling of larger things across more dangerous terrain. Promise, I'll get some more flips in, and I'll get to test out my new Stream Deck button, get all those rolls going. Thank you, everybody, for coming along today. Let me do a quick raid check just to see who is up and running. I don't know what algorithm they use for showing me the top 5 raid options, but I never really like any of them, so let me bring up my full Twitch list. That has a whole bunch more people that are up doing something. Please Don't Cry is doing some farm simming. He may be my #1 option here. Looks like Slim and Slender Chances are both off right now. It's a bummer. That would have been a good option for that one. So I tell you what, let me get this set up for Please Don't Cry. He does a bunch of good stuff. Yeah, he might be doing some charity streaming right now too. I've kind of lost track. There have been a lot of that happening right now. Please, there he is. Bring him on up. Looks like, yep, he is definitely doing Farm Sim 22 right now. Let me get that all queued up. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Is another 6 seconds until this is ready, and I'll throw you over there, and I'll see you all again next time.